Hello and welcome back to another episode of Digital Road Trip. My name is Wizzy's here. You can also call me Wizzy. And today we are continuing our journey towards Washington, D.C. Now, I actually am doing this as part of a live stream right now. I do want to mention that. So if you missed this live stream, no worries, because of course this is up on YouTube. As if you're watching it already, then I mean, you probably didn't even know there was a live stream that went on. So, but I am letting you know now. I know this live stream was kind of a short notice live stream, but I am planning on doing live streams from now on Tuesdays. I'm gonna start them at 4 p.m. Eastern time, so you can be all set for next week's live stream. And yeah, hopefully I'll see you there for next week's live stream. But anyways, we left off in Cochranville, Pennsylvania. I actually did remember. I know we already switched towns again. Can we? What's going on here? Can we not go any? The Google car breakdown? What happened? Can we not move? What's going on? Okay, we'll go on this side then, apparently. That's fine. So, yeah, like I said, we already switched to a different town. Oh, that's even worse. No, we're gonna stay over on this side. So, obviously, we already switched to a different town, but I did remember where we started this time, and like the last couple of times where I had to kind of look to see what it was, but anyways, like I said, we started in Cochranville, Pennsylvania, working our way to Washington, D.C., more specifically the White House, so that is our current destination. Oh, and also, if you're new to this series, welcome. So basically, as I mentioned, I currently have a destination that is Washington, D.C., I start in one location, try and get to another location just by basically following the road to on Google Maps and trying to get to that destination. No set routes or anything like that. Can't use any interstates though, and this fortunately is not an interstate. It is US Route 1, as you can tell right here. Although I probably should jump off and go to a local route, but maybe we will here in a bit. Stay on this side. But anyways, I will have the playlist for this, stumbling on my words. I will have the playlist for this series down in the description below. If you're watching on YouTube anyways. If you're watching on Twitch, I do have a YouTube channel. It's Wizzy0 as well. So, I don't know if there's really any way to put a link to the YouTube channel and the Twitch description or anything. But, I mean, you can just go onto YouTube, search for Wizzy0, and it should be the first thing that pops up. So you can check out all the other GeoGuessr videos. You can check out the Digital Road Trip videos. And of course, I do have other series as well that I do. Currently, my other series is Friday Night Gaming, which I am finishing up Midnight Club 3 Dev Edition Remix. And here and there, I am still doing Minecraft Monday. I've got to come up with a new map to play, though, for the Minecraft Monday episodes. That's why I didn't have any Minecraft Monday this week, because I didn't really have anything planned for it, so I'm usually not very good with that sort of thing. But anyways, you're apparently just in Pennsylvania now. You're not in any given town. I left Oxford, now we are in, like I said, just Pennsylvania. I don't know how long Route 1 stays like this. Expressway ends 1 mile. Never mind. Ask and you shall receive, I guess. So once again, I do want to say hi to the viewers I currently have in the live stream. Hopefully your day has been going good so far. Like I said, my day has been going pretty good so far. Had an exam earlier today. Got to work in groups though for that exam, so I think it worked out pretty good. And then I had a speech I needed to give in another class. I only take 2 classes right now, but you know what, 2 is enough. Don't want to overdo it, especially when I have work, although I'm not working right now. It's usually, you work in school don't usually overlap until fall. Spring semester, I don't have to worry about any work because I work part-time during the summer and then just focus on the 2 classes in the winter and spring. Looks like we get another viewer. Hello. Welcome to a video series I am doing called Digital Road Trip. Basically, the objective is to get to, well, right now I have a goal to try and get to Washington, D.C., but I can't use any interstates. Basically, I can't use any set routes. Can't look at the map to figure out where I want to go to get to Washington, D.C. I just have to find my own way there. Now I can use U.S. routes, obviously, and state routes, any basically other road that's not an interstate. That's what I can use right now. We're in the home of the Rising Sun, apparently. In Rising Sun, Maryland. I didn't even notice we crossed the border. So I wonder if that's why the expressway ended. Because we switched states. Oh, that camera. There we go. That's better. We're just going to continue to drive on the wrong side of the road here. That's fine. Now, I did mention about classes. I'm currently studying accounting with goals to eventually start my own business up. But we'll see how things go. Like I said, for now, that is my goal. Now, of course, with doing a live stream as well, it's going to be a little bit tougher to keep an eye on a time for this video, so I'm not entirely sure what time it was when we started this or not, but I think I will go probably a little bit after 5. We'll see how that goes. I think 5 would work. Now, of course, I mentioned all the rules and everything. I can use the minimap or take a look at the minimap just to see where I currently am. Like I said, I can't use it to guide my way to my destination. Kind of still up in the middle of nowhere, aren't we? Farm country. Although this part of Route 1 does seem pretty busy. Old trolley right there. Couple school buses over here. Looks like that's some sort of parts place. I think it was actually. You got a school up ahead? Right? No. Restricted bridge. Never mind. Usually when I see those types of signs, I think it's a school zone or something like that, but apparently not. Apparently it's for a restricted bridge on the other road. Wonder what that building's for. Cochranville Road? Now apparently we're just in Maryland now, not in any given town. Just like when we were in Pennsylvania. Kind of trips me up when I go between doing GeoGuessr and then switching to digital road trips, because it's both using Google Street View. So, I guess I kind of get tripped up because like I feel like I should still be in that mentality of trying to find a location. But yet I'm not, I'm just trying to get to a location. It's definitely different, but I mean, we've gone through quite the journey so far. This is the 19th episode of Digital Road Trip, which is crazy to believe, but yeah, 19 episodes. And each episode has been about, oh geez, what, half an hour or something like that? Huh. It's interesting that they'd have lights going towards the water there. That's weird. Is that so boats know that there's like a dam here or something like that? To not go any further? Interesting. That's kind of cool though. I didn't realize Route 1 actually went over any dams. The more you know, I guess. Darlington, Maryland. Now, I don't think Darlington, Maryland is where the Darlington Speedway is. I think it's, what, Virginia? Is it Virginia? You know what? I'm gonna take a look. It's not gonna count against anything like, trying to find a route to get to DC or anything. I'm just curious. I can't remember which Darlington Speedway is in. Can we not do this single frame thing? Because that would be fantastic. There we go. Thank you. Although we're still kind of going pretty slow, aren't we? You know what? That's fine. No, let me go to Wikipedia on my phone. I'll just look up Darlington that thing. I like how we're going downhill. The arrow kind of looked downhill. It's like when we were going uphill, the arrow was kind of like going up. Oh, that was a big jump. There we go. Darlington. Oh, South Carolina, I think it is. Darlington Raceway. Yeah, Darlington, South Carolina, so... I didn't think it was Maryland. And I was right about that. Oh, blurry cameras. What's going on there? Oh, way station, never mind, that's what's going on there. Can we get a non-blurry camera? Because that would be fantastic. Thank you. So are those signs basically just telling truckers about the truck or way station? And now we're going one frame. Watch for stop traffic. Yep. There we go. Just having all kinds of issues with the cameras and stuff, aren't we? Sometimes we're going one frame at a time, other times it's blurry. Just all kinds of issues, I guess. And then it's doing things like this, one camera at a time with a not very good motion. So I do apologize for that, but not much I can do about that either. Oh, we are crawling right now. There we go. I say there we go, and then we keep going to... Oh, now it's doing like the opposite of what it was. It was going up before, now it's going down. No. Jeez, crow. I feel like we should just go on a back road or something like that. That way we don't have to worry about this. Because we are just... We're not going to get to DC. It's going to be like 30 episodes from now until we get to DC at this rate. But I'm gonna truck on through this right now. And hope... I was gonna say, and hope it doesn't keep doing that, but apparently it is. It's just gonna go back and forth, which is just absolutely fantastic. Now we have 440, State Route 440 that goes that way. I feel like it connects up. I don't know. 440 goes south. I'm gonna go hop on that for ways. Because this is a bit annoying, so sorry about that. I mean, I could go on one of these side roads, but I don't know if these go through or not. That's the only problem. So I might just have to deal with it right now in the short term. Was that a boot? I thought I saw a boot back here. Might have been a tree stump. I think that's what it was. I think it was like that tree stump there with a rock out front, and just happened to kind of look like a boot when you take a glance at it. Now, I'm not going to say anything this time, because every time I've said something, it happens. Surprised just saying that's not causing it to happen again. At least we're on the move again, though, so that is good. Street? Is that the actual name of the town? Because that is an interesting town name, if that is. Okay, I kind of want to just stay on Route 1. Because eventually it might, I mean, we got a bad camera right here. But eventually, if we start getting more into more urban places, it may not do that thing anymore, that motion. It'd be nice if Google fixed that sort of thing, but... yeah, so it seems the town is actually called Street, at least as far as Google is concerned. Yeah, that's one thing I noticed about a lot of the country. is the school buses are county school buses, which are kind of interesting. Like, I mean, yeah, you'll have like maybe Boston area schools or something like that, but then you have a lot of countries that are like Franklin County School District or something like that. Although I guess Maine is kind of the same way as far as that goes. Except for we don't actually, the buses aren't, or the schools aren't set up by county. They're set up by either MSAD, which is the main school authoritative district or something like that. You have MSADs, and then you have RSUs, which I don't think there's too many RSUs anymore. The RSUs were Riverside School Union. I don't know why they came up with that, but like I know the town I went to school in, well, of course they didn't have a high school, but when I went to school they didn't have an RSU, and then they became part of a town RSU, but that ended up getting disbanded. So basically what it was since my town didn't have a high school, I get to choose one of the area high schools I wanted to go to. But apparently when it became part of the RSU, there was only one high school in the RSU. And so basically all the students from those three towns went to that one high school. So you didn't get a choice anymore. But once that disbanded, at least for that one RSU, it went back to the way it was. Where you could basically choose which town or which high school you want to go to. So it looks like it's kind of becoming highway-like again. Hickory Bypass. Well, there's still a few signals and everything this way too, so it's not just highway-like. We still got businesses and stuff like that. We're in Bel Air now, so... Is this where the Fresh Prince was? The Fresh Prince of Bel Air? Is this the Bel Air they were talking about? I feel like it's not. Because I thought Bel Air was like... I don't know, I was thinking it was, like California or something like that. San Francisco section, was it? I don't know. Okay, so we're almost at 5 right now. So I'm gonna keep going for a bit. Because I feel like it was about Route 1 South, right lane, so basically just keep going straight, I don't want to turn left. But anyways, I think we started this about 4:35. I could be wrong. But anyways, I'm gonna keep going for a few more minutes. I'm gonna go maybe about 5:10-ish, I guess. Unless I find a good spot to stop. Now, do I want to follow Business US 1 or do I want to just stay on regular 1? I might just stay on regular 1. Seems like there's quite a few businesses on this part of 1 anyways, so... Orioles billboard back there, because of course we're getting towards Baltimore. I don't know how close we are to Baltimore. Now I know once we get to Baltimore, we're not very far from DC. Because I know, I think I mentioned it in the previous video. I know when I was younger, I went on a trip with my parents. We stayed in Virginia. And we went to a ball game in Baltimore to watch the Red Sox play Baltimore in Baltimore. And before, that was a night game, so before the game, we went into DC, spent a bit in DC, and then went up further to Baltimore. And I know it wasn't, I feel like it was something like an hour, maybe, from Baltimore to DC, or from DC to Baltimore, but I don't know. We're entering Baltimore County though, apparently, so I don't think we're too far from Baltimore. So stream still seems to be going pretty good right now, knock on wood, of course. No issues with the stream disconnecting. Of course I had that problem with the GeoGuessr part, which was kind of unfortunate, but you know what? It is what it is. Not much you can do about it, I suppose. Except for hope it doesn't happen again. Sorry if I'm going too fast, not letting it load quick enough. 11 819 810 US Route 1. 5-digit street numbers, obviously. I wonder if there are any, or if there is any place in the country that has 6-digit street numbers. Because I'd be kind of interested to find out. Now I'm sure there's probably not any 7-digit street numbers because that would just be crazy. One, the street numbers I'm pretty sure reset for each town that you're in, town or city. So one, it would have to be a really big town, or really long, well, it would have to be a really long road, and also a really long, large town. What's this over here? Just another road apparently. Well, that looks like a parking lot over there, which is kind of interesting, but... Perry Hall. That is the name of the town we're getting into, apparently. Oh, that's the town we are in, actually, but... Not apparently, but actually. Yeah, like I said, I feel like we're not very far from Baltimore. Emergency snow route. I think I did see another sign that said that as well. That's kind of interesting. Emergency snow route. Why would you need an emergency snow route? I don't quite understand that, but whatever. Being from Maine and everything, where it's snowing. In fact, I don't know if it's snowing right now. I know it was supposed to a little bit. Let's take a look at the weather. No, the snow is toward the north of us. I guess it kind of passed through. Yeah. I know we weren't supposed to get much today anyways, but... I know it rained a little bit. Friendlies. I know we used to have a Friendlies here in Bangor a long time ago. Then it ended up closing. There used to be one in Ellsworth, near in Maine. That ended up closing a while ago. So unfortunately, I don't even know where the closest Friendlies is. I feel like it's like New Hampshire or something like that. kind of makes me sad, but as the saying goes, it is what it is. And KFC with the old bucket sign there. McDonald's. More and more places, businesses popping up on this road. It's going to be tougher and tougher to find a good spot to stop. So for now, I am going to keep going. Double T Diner? Huh. Nottingham, Maryland. Yeah, I just feel, I know I keep saying it, but I just feel like we are getting pretty close to Baltimore. There's just not going to be any good spot to stop at there. Whatever. Maybe if there's a park or something that we come across, I can use that. Just look off into these trees. That's my thumbnail right there. That's this episode's thumbnail. No, I wouldn't do that. I would never wish that. I don't want to go up into the school. I want to stay on Route 1, please. Oh wow, we got 6 viewers now. Hello everyone. If you're just tuning in, welcome. I'm currently actually finishing up an episode of Digital Road Trip. That's what I'm calling it. Basically, I have a destination that I want to try to get to. I can't use any maps to get to that destination. I also can't use any interstates to get to that destination. So I basically just have to find my own way to try and get from point A to point B. And in this episode we started in Pennsylvania. I can't quite remember the name of the town now. But it was someplace in Pennsylvania. We worked our way to Nottingham, Maryland. Getting, I feel like, pretty close to Baltimore. But right now our current destination is Washington, D.C. So that is where I'm currently working to go, or head to. Currently on Route 1, US Route 1 that is. This is the 19th episode actually. Let's not go into the parking lot. Now, I do post these videos on YouTube, so if you would like to check out my channel, it is Wizzy0 on YouTube. And unfortunately, I don't have a link on the Twitch stream. But if you just search Wizzy0, it should be the first thing that pops up. And then you can check out the other Digital Road Trip videos from there, as well as the GeoGuessr videos they currently do. Hello, JPP owner. How are you doing? If I'm not correct, you follow Frog, don't you? Purple Frog. Fortunately, if you're here for a GeoGuessr, you've already missed it. Didn't do all that great, but, I mean, got 20,000 points in the world challenge, so I mean, I guess it's not terrible. Yes, correct, okay. Well, welcome. I usually don't do much for live streams, but I'm going to be starting to do them on Tuesdays at 4 p.m. Eastern Time, so if you want to come back next Tuesday as well, I will start out with another GeoGuessr, and probably do this as well. I don't know if you were here when I mentioned about basically what this is or not, but it is digital road trip. So basically I have to just try and get to a set destination, in which this case is Washington, D.C. can't use any interstates. Can't use a map to figure out how I want to get to that location. I just have to kind of figure out as we go. And currently we are in Baltimore, so I was correct that we were not too far from Baltimore. And unfortunately, being in Baltimore is going to be tough to find a place to stop, unfortunately, but you know what, that's fine, we'll keep going. Never know, we'll find, maybe when we get in Baltimore itself, we might be able to find a good place to stop. Who knows, maybe we'll come up to the ballpark there in Baltimore and we can stop there. Because, of course, the first destination I did was actually Fenway Park in Boston, so that was... And then if we stop at another ballpark, that would be kind of cool. So, you know what, maybe we'll do that. We'll head to Camden Yards here in Baltimore. I feel like Route 1 probably does not go to Camden Yards. Now, unfortunately, I can't use the map either to figure that out. Now, it's a pretty good sized cemetery. Yeah, there were a few episodes ago I called them, what did I call them? Like Dead People Park or something like that. A park for dead people. Well, we're gonna go this way. I don't know exactly where downtown Baltimore is, but hopefully we'll get to it this way. We'll find out anyways. Popeyes. And Checkers? Now Checkers, if I'm not correct, or if I'm not wrong or whatever, I believe Checkers is a national chain? Like I said, I could be wrong on that, but I feel like it's a national chain. Now I know once we get to the interstates here, those kind of lead towards downtown. In fact, I think 95 goes right through downtown, but of course we can't use 95. So if we can kind of slightly follow it, it's not national. I feel like I've heard of it before. I don't know if it's a chain or not, though. Is it a chain? Or is it something else I'm thinking of? That very well could be it, too. So we want to go this way. This is a U.S. route, not a highway, so... I feel like we're definitely getting into downtown now. Or at least starting to. I would kind of like to stop at Camden Yards. I mean, we're getting there slowly, but chain mostly in the east. Okay, because I know up where I'm at, I'm in Maine. I know we don't have any of those types of restaurants here. So, like I said, I've heard of it, but I'm not too familiar with it. Yeah, I think I saw downtown right straight ahead, so... Is that like a Baltimore Oriole rail line? That's actually kind of cool. I mean, I could almost stop there, but, you know, I'm not going to. Like I said, I want to get to Camden Yards. feel like I probably should have turned off the other way, but it'll probably still get us to where we need to go. Hopefully. I mean, I see big buildings straight ahead, so I guess that's promising. No, I could have set destinations for each ballpark in America, too. I mean, we did be doing pretty good if we did. Because, of course, we went by Yankee Stadium when we went to New York City. But unfortunately, we didn't go by MetLife Stadium. Is it MetLife Stadium? Where the Mets play, anyways. We didn't go by there. Of course, I didn't stop at Yankee Stadium either, because my destination for that episode was the World Trade Center in Lower Manhattan. In fact, that was the previous destination, so we were going from the World Trade Center down to DC. Which we should, I would think, be able to get to DC in the next episode. Maybe? Now I think if we get more towards these buildings here, we will be getting closer to Camden Yards. Because I believe Camden Yards is on the southern part of Baltimore, if I'm not mistaken. That's kind of different. I was gonna say kind of cool, I mean it kind of is, but it's different, that's for sure. So yeah, we're definitely in downtown Baltimore at this point. It's just a matter of finding Camden Yards now. Which could definitely be interesting. You know what, I'm gonna go off this way. I'm gonna go down this road. Because like I said, when we went to Baltimore from DC, we didn't really go through much of the city itself. Because I remember we took the interstate, we got off the interstate, and it wasn't very far off the interstate to Camden Yards. There's some sort of ship over there. Could have always stopped there too. So many choices at this point. But depends on where okay, 95 was this direction. I feel like I'm just chasing my tail at this point. Was there a ship I saw? I thought I saw a ship. Stadiums might... Actually, I don't see the warehouse. I'm kind of looking for that warehouse. Oh yeah, the ship's over there. I'm kind of looking for that warehouse. Because of course you have that warehouse that's off the right field wall of Camden Yards. Yeah, see, I feel like at this point we're getting out of downtown. Getting more into the residential areas, I suppose, at this point. And like I said, I could always go back to that ship, but... yeah, I think I'm lost at this point, so... we're just gonna go this direction, I guess, for now. Go down this road. Maybe we'll come back up to that ship. If we do, I'll stop there. In fact, I might just do that anyways. because I think we're almost to the ship at this point. Did we come down this road? I can't remember. I feel like we did. Or please believe it or not. How did I get off the road? I mean, I'm not gonna be too upset about that, but apparently, apparently we got off the road. Yeah, there's the ship. So you know what? We're just gonna end the video here. So for those of you who are watching on YouTube, of course, that means we are just about done for this episode. That was quite the adventure, but unfortunately we didn't find Camden Yards like I wanted to, but you know what? This ship works as well. At least it's photogenic. At least I think it's photogenic. I mean, who knows? Who am I to say? But so yeah, like I said, we'll leave off at this ship. This will be our thumbnail for this episode. So yeah, hopefully you've enjoyed. If you did, make sure you leave a thumbs up. And of course, as always, I will see you in the next video. Bye!